Feel alright? Has it started?
It's not going to edit this out. This is going to be absolutely hilarious.
Oh my god.
Justin's in the background as well. That's going to be even better.
He looks great. I love his outfit.
I want to send that to him.
Right, I love the outfit. It, like, people can't, like, people don't rock things like that anymore.
Alright,
like...
this, oh, God's sake. You puzzled me. Right.
Oh, start.
Episode 6? No. I don't know what episode it is now. Wait a minute. So, lifting the lid on women's bodybuilding, episode 6, I believe. It is episode 6. Anyway, we've got Amy here, and she's the first female bodybuilder on the podcast, first female on the podcast, and the first podcast session at IRONWORKS gym. So it's everything's first. Hopefully the wind's not gonna. The wind's going everywhere. So yeah, we're gonna speak about her journey and why she's doing women's bodybuilding. So
yeah,
that wind better die down.
I was gonna say that's gonna be interesting. I'm hoping
good mics
because the mics are good. I think it'll be alright.
Yeah. Right. First question.
Okay.
Who inspired you?
Oh.
Or no, what got you into women's bodybuilding?
So I had a cousin that started bodybuilding, and I was like, gosh, he's like come from like quite a fat chap to really jacked. You're like, wow, this is amazing. And so I'll take you in the gym. I was only like 11, and I was like, am I allowed in here?
That's
like,
quite
this
a scary
is so.
Thing as well.
It was. It was really small. It was like one of those swimming pool gyms. You know, it was really tiny. And I was like, you know what? This is cool. I like this. And I started realizing, like, oh, I can lift quite heavy. I was like, this is good. Then I went to, which is now my gym, Rhinos, which is very men focused. Like women weren't in there. Like,
male dominated, isn't it?
Really
most gyms
dominated.
are, I think, nowadays as well.
This is it. Well,
but
nowadays
women are coming
better.
in.
Yeah, like back then it was not. It was really scary. And then I started to see him more and more, and he wanted to compete, and in the end he didn't. But he got so far. I was like, wow, this is incredible. Your bodies can just change. And I was like, I don't see many women doing this. And I was like, do you know what? Like, this would be really cool to do this one day. Like. And then I started seeing more and more women, and like slowly as you travelled around, you're like, wow, this is incredible.
And you've been to a lot of gyms as well. Mention that, shall we? Yeah. Over 100 and odd gyms, yeah.
Yeah, like Gym Road Trip has taken me so far. And you meet so many amazing people. This is it. Like, you know, you wouldn't have known this gym's here. You look and you go, oh, like this guy competes in this. And you're like, wow, this is mad. Yeah, it's like definitely, he proper inspired me. Adam, definitely. It's mad.
Shout out to Adam if you're watching this. Right. When is your next shows? Well,
a week.
Show, shall we say?
Yeah, a week and 1 day.
Week and 1 day.
Yeah, and then I've got another one the week after. So.
Phenomenal. And then what's the plan after these 2 shows?
So see how we get on with those. These are just taster shows for this year. So start the season for me, you know, and then potentially see what's out there. We've got a few lined up because I'm doing natural shows this year, so they're really dotted. And then there's one that I've just been asked to do, which is in November. So it's quite a nice chunk of time.
Ooh, November.
So I'm seeing what I can do, see what we can build, see what we can get. But just first 2 shows, just see how we get on. Just enjoy it.
And who's your coach as well? Who's coaching you?
Dan Tropez. So
he's
shout out to Dan.
Better watch and share this.
Been insane. Yeah, he's been so good. And I think the coaches are the most important thing. You can't get by without.
I'm so glad I got a coach in. Obviously, I won't class myself as a bodybuilder yet. I'm bodybuilding to do a show. 100%. And after I've done the first show, I can say, oh, I'm a bodybuilder.
You're a bodybuilder.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, getting coaches, I've mentioned it a few times, is one of the best things I've done.
It's really hard to do it without. Like, I think some people can really thrive. They can do it great. You know, my friend Lam, he's absolutely insane. Like, he did his first show last year, and he came second, and he did it on his own, and he was amazing.
It's a lot of dedication.
It's so much dedication, and I think you can either do it, but then some people struggle mentally. It's the mental side of prep and everything, and I think you need that person there to support you and be like, you've got this.
Who is your support person now then, would you say?
Well, definitely my coach. I've got 2 lovely friends, Hayley and Meg, shout out to them. They have been there so much throughout my whole entire prep. And Imogen, she's competing strongman, you know, but these 2 are both bodybuilders, and they are just insane. Like, they've helped me so much. I think mentally, you can drop so quickly during prep. And it's those people who are there for you going, you've got this, let's do this, we're going to do this.
So you've got the right people around you as well.
I think you have to. I really think you have to. I've done a show where I didn't have that, and that was horrifically hard.
Was you like nervous?
Yeah. Yeah. I was really nervous.
You just like sign up, look away, sign up. Yeah, I'm going to do that show.
Literally, like I did it on the day. I was at work and I signed everything when I was at work, and I screamed. I was like, oh! It's like email when they send you it going, "Dear athlete," like, oh, I'm an athlete.
Oh my god!
I was like, wow. But it's a it doesn't hit you though. I don't think until that first layer of tan.
How many layers of tan did you have?
I had 4 because I am white. I am so white that I ended up having 4. Like, and then obviously you have your glazes and stuff.
Yeah.
But you see, some people will soak it up and they don't need that many.
What?
But I'm so white.
You just
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm Casper. Like, let's go. But no, it's the first tan, definitely.
Yeah. So how long do you have your first? Like, when do you have your first tan? Is it days before?
Yeah. Or? So last year I had it. The night before, it was like really late at night in the middle of a gym. It was really weird. Oh, and then I had it early hours in the morning. I had 1 hour early hours. I needed another one. Then I needed my touch-ups. But for this year, I'm having 2 layers the night before.
2 layers.
Which is really weird. And then 1 the next day. So that's going to be interesting. Because I've never heard of that, having 2. Half an hour between each other. Like, what is that?
Insane, isn't it?
That'd be cool. Like, it'd be interesting to see the difference as well. Because I feel like tan can either make you look really cool and look great, or it can just make you look so weird. You're like,
washed out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've had a few friends that have complained and gone like, do you know what? Like, I look better without tan. Like, you know. Yeah.
People just like naturally tan, didn't they?
Yeah, 100%.
Or tan very well.
Yeah.
Well, not in this country anyway, because we don't have a lot of sun.
Yeah, some people
unless
just
you
don't
go
need
to
it.
like Dubai.
Yeah.
Or something like that, which someone has been there.
Yeah.
Not mention any names, but yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go to Dubai, do it. 100%. Their gyms are just insane.
They've got gyms, but they haven't got this gym. All right, there you go. They haven't got me there either, doing this shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, next question is probably, what is the best thing about prep?
Oh,
I wouldn't say the best thing, but
I think it's hard, but I think it's slowly seeing bits come in where you've worked so hard. Like, my biggest thing is I love my back.
Right.
And you slowly see it come in, you're like, God, this is the hard work that I've put in. And like, you slowly see it coming off and you're like, wow, this is what I've built, this is what I've done. And then also seeing who's there for you, who supports you. And I think definitely just like, you see a different side of yourself massively. I think that's it. You just see a whole different side of yourself. And you also mentally as well, to come out of it and go, I did that. It's that self-achievement, that proud feeling. It's great. So yeah, definitely.
Right, so the next question will be, what's the worst thing about prep? I'm saying this like I've done it, right? Because I haven't done prep yet, but
you will.
I'm not looking forward to it.
It's the hunger part. Like, I love my food. Like, my bulk isn't, like, the calories are very high.
Do you have any cheat meals at the minute or not?
When your coach allows you to. Like, sometimes you don't get one, you know.
You can tell me, I won't.
If you haven't, no, but if you haven't, like lost enough, you can't get it, which is, that's on you, you know. Like, at the start, I will admit I had a cream egg, and I cried about it. You know, I will be completely honest. I went to my coach, I was like, I had a cream egg, Dad.
Plain cream egg, or was it like Reese's Pieces cream egg?
I'm allergic, so I just had a normal one. Yeah, I can't even have any nice nuts or anything. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, you want like Nutella on toast. I can't have that anyway.
Nutella on toast.
But like, people shout like that's meant to be really good.
Nah, not for me.
Like, I'm allergic. I've never tried it.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, that's it.
Marmalade.
Oh, marmalade, yeah. Like, strawberry jam's the goat, but you know.
That is.
But no, it's, I think definitely the hunger side is the worst part. It's because you're going to places, like even like traveling here, you're like, I'm really hungry. Or like, you'll go on a walk and you're like, I just want a snack. Like, I just want something. But I think when you've worked with your coach and you've got the timings for your food, you're like, okay, right, I'm not hungry now. But if you've missed that time and you're like, oh my God.
Is it every like 2 hours, 3 hours you eat? Or?
It's all done like around like your work schedule for me. Like, it's just so much easier. And that's the best way to do it, I think. Like, I didn't do that last year. It was just kind of like, I'll have this here. But I think now that my coach has gone like, right, this is what we're doing, it helps so much. You're not going to bed hungry. Because don't you feel like me, like, you want to just sit and watch a film and you want like biscuits
and you see
and all these
like food on film thinking,
just do that. Yeah, 100%. But even like when you go traveling, I did my travels on prep this year. And you're like, that's hard.
It's dedication as well.
Because you're like, I want a paella, like, but I can't have a paella. You know, it's just like, it's so annoying.
They're not going to Morrison's with the cake shop there. Jesus Christ, you just be like, Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, Morrison's have got their Christmas stuff out.
I used to work at Morrison's.
But do you know what I mean? It's like, you just want it. Like, it's August.
That's why I got so big, probably. I was like nicking all the cream cakes.
But instead they've come out, and I'm like, I've actually bought some for post-show.
Yeah.
I bought them yesterday. I was like, why am I buying like Christmas chocolate?
I think a lot of people like have post-shows like things, don't they? That think, I'll buy this now.
It's nice to have in your bag, like, because obviously you take a massive bag full of stuff.
Absolutely not.
But it's like, when I went to Dubai, I brought a 400-gram tub of Maltesers. And I was like, that is in my bag.
400-gram tub.
Found it absolutely amazing.
Well, they do a family size of 300.
Yeah, it was massive. I was like, I love this.
Just feel different out there, aren't they?
Amazing. Honestly, their food looked insane.
So Maltese is your choice of chocolate?
I think so. When it's that many, yeah.
I'm a bit more like, if I was going to have a chocolate bar, a double-decker.
Oh, yeah. I'm a crunchy. I love a crunchy. Honeycomb.
Oh,
yeah.
No. I did like...
love that.
You remember them Yorkies?
Oh, yes.
Not for women.
Oh,
right?
no,
But the raisin one.
Oh, okay.
That was absolutely phenomenal.
I don't have had that.
But for me, double decker is the top dog. Absolutely.
Top I love a crunchy, you know. I think like it's the honeycomb. I love honeycomb.
What, when you get them in them multi-packs for Christmas, them like trays and that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I don't know what they're called. What are they? Selection boxes.
Yeah, that's it.
But when you get it, it's like that big.
They're not big enough. Like, that's rubbish, honestly.
Like mini, mini buttons and that.
What is that? It's like one serving. You're like, what is this? But it's like, I sent this to my friend, like, you've got like, you know the Smarties tube? Yeah, and they say like, oh, 8 per serving. Like, 8 per serving? Nah, I have the whole tube. Like, what are you doing? Exactly. Like, this is it. Like, annoys me so much, the serving sizes. It's like, it's not normal. People don't do that. This is
going to turn into like a food review. I'm not taking anything off the guy who does it, but yeah. Right, let's talk about the next thing, shall we say. Right, so you talked about your back is your best part. What is your weakest body part?
Oh, I don't know. I think my back's definitely the best. I think it's, well, it used to be legs. I really struggled to grow my legs. And I think it was because I was afraid of eating. Right, I was really scared of eating. And I just didn't want to get big. And I was like, but now I'm like, get me as big as possible. Like, I cannot fucking wait to bulk.
It's the right attitude.
Like, literally, I cannot wait to bulk back up. But it's like, I've seen my legs go from like sticks to like thicker. And you're like, do you know what? This is cool.
Do you ever feel like you're going to be like big old muscly man? Like, they have a phobia, like some women who think they're going to start weightlifting, they think, like, I don't want to be muscly. But
see, I'm upset. I want that. Like,
you want that?
Yeah, like I have full respect for bikini girls. Like, full respect. Like, some of my best mates are bikini competitors, but I physically don't have the frame for that, and I don't want to do that. I like to have big shoulders. I like to have big legs. Like, you know, potential wellness. I want to do. Like, I just love the size, and I have respect for either. But I think people are like, oh, if I lift this, I'm going to be bulking. Like, you're not. It takes so long. Like, literally, to build my legs to what they are. They're not how I want them right now, but it's still, that takes so long to get even a little bit bigger on them.
It's small changes as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
small
massively.
Changes, and it's consistency as well, which I've learned in the journey.
Training hard.
And training hard.
Yeah.
How many days do you train a week?
So I'm in the gym doing cardio every day.
Obviously, because cardio is king.
It sucks. It's so boring.
What cardio equipment do you use?
Stairmaster every day.
We've got one of them in there.
Yeah, I do like incline treadmill sometimes. You know, a bit of bike and cross trainer if my legs are tired. But Stairmaster every morning fasted.
It is I think everyone can agree as well. It is pretty fucking brutal as well.
This thing of that, it grows your carbs. That is a hack for carbs. Honest to God,
got
like,
some of them, I think.
Like my coach said to me, it's like, you watch your carbs gonna go. And I was like, no. And I looked, I was like, oh my God, why do I have big carbs? Like, what's going on? It's absolutely hilarious.
Tell you who has got some calves, Jack, but I think
he's over there. He's doing leg press.
He's busy. He's in prep as well, so I won't get him over and disturb you. Disturb us, sorry, yeah. Right, so legs then.
Yeah.
You think your weakest part?
I think like I've got definitely stronger on them strength-wise, but I think definitely is the hardest thing.
What exercise have you been doing to get better legs then? What exercise would you recommend?
Heavier squats. That's big.
What, squat machine or like, barbell squat?
Barbell. Well, that's personal preference. Like my friend Hayley, she's a bikini competitor. She's fantastic. Reverse squat, pendulum squat. She's insane.
Pendulum squat.
But she won't do barbell squat. Whereas I'm the opposite. I love my barbell squat. you know, and leg press, really heavy leg press, like just fucking go for it.
And I think Rhinos has got a good leg press as
well.
well.
They've got a few.
Have they still got the one where you got to climb into?
You got rid of that recently.
Oh my god, what is it called?
That
you literally got a step ladder to it.
Yeah, you got to like climb up.
You lay like in bed basically, and then you just pop your legs up and push out. Like,
yeah.
And the weights are.
It was weird. It was really weird.
That's like a torture. It's like something off a Saw movie.
It's not something that I could feel though. I think you get some machines like, oh, do you know what? This is brilliant. And you get some like, almost like.
How would that work though? Would that work hamstrings? That one? It was a massive machine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it depends obviously where your leg placement is. Because it had a massive pad, so you could literally move your legs anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was a really weird one. But there's not many of them in the world now. Like I think there's about 3 in the UK. Like so, I don't know elsewhere.
Probably got to have a lot of health and safety issues. Probably have a hard hat go up there.
This is it. I think like the gyms have got really high on health and safety now, and I think you don't get stuff like that anymore. Like not with a step ladder to get up there.
Imagine having a step ladder to go onto the machine.
It's mad.
Well, you're going to be on there probably about a second, didn't you? It's going to. Oh my god. So anyway, right. Let's get back to the questions. Right. So talk about your weakest, your strongest. Right. Let's talk about posing in women's. Like, how do you find posing?
It's interesting. Like
who teaches you how to pose? Does your coach teach you?
So I have Lady Miss Shaman. She is absolutely insane. She has won so many comps. Like she's absolutely mega, and she's a fantastic posing coach. I remember going to her the first time. I was scared of her. I was just like, I went home crying, going, "Oh my god, I'm rubbish!" And now, like, yeah, do you know what? This is great. She's brutal, and I love it. You know, she's straight to the point, going, "That's rubbish. Don't do that." You know, and it's like you go from. So if you do an unnatural show, you have different poses to a natural show. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. Like obviously being a natural, I'm learning natural poses, and they're awful. I'm like, I hate these. What is this? You know, some you're like, this looks mental. This is great. And you're like, what is that? For some of them, it is really, really weird. You know, but you pick and choose. You're like, do you know what? I can do this better. Yeah. This looks better. So it's adapting it for you. Like, obviously, I've got scoliosis, so I can't twist as much.
Right, okay.
So it's adapting it. And I think if you have a posing coach, it's so much better. Like, you have to learn it, and they adapt it for you. It's like with your routine. Like, I have a routine to do. And it's knowing what's best for you. You can't go, oh, she does this, so I'm doing that. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that.
When do you do you have music as well?
Yeah.
I heard, yeah. So do you pick music?
Yeah.
Like literally seconds before, or do you?
No. So I
picked
mine.
Dancing around and shit.
Yeah. So like I picked mine last year instantly. I knew exactly what I wanted, and I sent it off. Then this year I had like 5 to choose from. I've just picked it, and I absolutely love it. So I picked it about 4 weeks out or so. So I'm like, nice amount of time.
Yeah, don't tell us now because we have to wait.
No, I'm not telling anyone. You have to practice like every day. I practice every day to try, and even if it's like once or twice, just going through it, going, yep, not forgetting it.
Do you do it first thing in the morning, or do you do it later on in the day?
Whenever I have time. But it's good to do it. Yeah, you can do it in front of a mirror, but it's good to do it without a mirror. So if you're on stage, you're not going to have a mirror in front of you.
So you visualise it there, and
you just because if you're constantly looking in the mirror, you're going, oh, this is wrong. Yeah, I can correct it. But you can't do that on stage. You're not going to know what that looks like.
Where's my mirror?
Yeah, you just got to eyeball it and go right. But I admit, I think it's not just me who's been on stage, and you haven't stuck to it. You've just gone like, all right, I forgot that bit. Just move on. No one knows apart from you what you're about to do. So just have fun with it. That's the biggest thing about that.
Mental.
But yeah, posing is so important. Someone's giving birth.
Yeah, we do apologise for the noise. No one's getting hurt. They're just really training really hard. And the gym owner has took his Weetabix this morning, and the guy's still alive, so it's fine. So yeah, just join the gym.
Absolutely whamming there.
Mental.
It's all good.
I'll tell you a story one here as well. Like I've had the food training sessions obviously in my time, as you can see, ish. And I remember one time I've been trained by Martin, right, and I was in here about 20 minutes. And he used to have a sofa in the reception area, and I remember falling asleep for about an hour. I was in here, about 20 minutes, done leg extension, leg press, hack squat, and you probably don't remember it actually, but he was constantly screaming at me, saying, "This is IRONWORKS gym and no other."
Love that.
For 20 minutes. So anyway,
here for that. Love that.
But that scream there just reminded me of like the way I scream, like a little girl. He didn't scream like a little girl. Hopefully not. Anyway, right. So, what is your I don't know, favourite food on off season, shall we say?
Oh, I love a curry.
So, does your calories go up dramatically? There's not a lot of calories in there.
So you'll have like you have to kind of like reset yourself. So like you'll slowly increase it to get back, because you can't. Unfortunately, you can't go from like a ridiculously low to ridiculously high. It's just dangerous at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's like slowly getting bigger, and and then if you're on a bulk, obviously you go higher.
Yeah.
If you don't, you just find your maintenance. But your coach helps you with that, and I think that's really important. Like I think last year I struggled with that, going like, God, what do I do now? Like, what happens now? And
that was your first show as well, wasn't it?
And it's really hard because you're so used to eating so little, but then you want more food, but then you feel ill because your body's not used to it.
Sitting there like,
yeah, it's mad. Like, I remember for my last show, I was like, I want pizza, I want garlic bread, and I went and got it, had a slice of each. I was like, don't want any more.
Pizza or? I
didn't care. I was like, I just want a pizza. My friend brought it for me. I made some garlic bread, had one slice of each, didn't want any more.
Garlic bread.
I was like, God, I'm craving garlic bread. That's a big one right now.
I love garlic bread. I used to love garlic bread.
Love it.
I used to have it, but yeah, I don't have it no more, sadly.
Yeah.
But yeah, garlic bread for me back in the day, sort of like it'll be 16-inch pizza, right? From I don't know. Morris.
What do you have on it though? Like I could judge
I
you.
like pineapple on
That's alright. No, I'm the same.
I like pineapple. I like it's sweet chili pizza they used to be called back in the day.
That, yeah.
Thin and crispy. The thick crust is just too much.
It's a bit sickly, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like cheap and nasty, really. So I have 16-inch pizza, fucking two absolute probably one round garlic bread, and then Ben and Jerry's.
Yes.
At least 3 times a week.
Do you have like chicken or something on it?
But not now, obviously.
No, we're athletes now.
Back in the strongman days, that's what you used to have.
Do you have chicken on it though? Like meat?
Chicken, yeah. Supreme. Is it called Supreme Chicken?
Ooh.
They do it from like Pizza
Sounds
Hut.
snazzy.
I'm pretty sure they do it in Pizza Hut.
I'm really boring. I like chicken, peppers, and onions, and that's it. Yeah, it's like when I go to Subway, I don't get sauce on anything. Like, I'm really boring. Like,
oh my god, you haven't lived. You've got to just.
No, I love sweet chili though. Sweet chili, absolute top tip.
Absolutely,
love it.
Yeah.
Anything spicy, love it.
Not a massive thing. My son he's only 2, and he loves What's Its crisps.
Oh yeah.
So is my daughter actually, funny enough. But
I love that.
I'm not into that.
Love spicy.
Like the spicy stuff, but the What's Its chili heat wave. I don't know what.
Oh yeah.
Doritos basically.
Something like literally like jalapenos, anything like that. Like absolutely love it. It's great. Like, I love a spicy curry. That's my favourite food. Off season, a spicy curry. Yes, I know it's chicken and rice, but it's different, isn't it? It's just absolutely insane.
You ever been to Spoons curry night on Thursdays?
No.
My missus keeps going on about it we need to go.
I've had a Spoons curry, but I haven't been to a curry night.
I don't think it makes any difference what night it is, but they normally have like a special deal on Thursdays.
I love that.
Is it Spoons? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they do like fish and chip night, don't they?
Yeah, on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
National Chest Day on a Monday.
Honestly, like I miss stuff like that. Not being able to like go out and be like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna go out tonight and we're gonna have a curry, or like go have fish and chips because it's Friday. That I miss, like having that, or having the energy to go and do it.
Freedom as well, but everything you're doing now is for a purpose.
This is it. You have a goal,
and that's why I love about people who compete. Hopefully you can hear us because the wind.
Yeah, the wind is very strong now.
That's what I love about bodybuilding as well, whether male or female. It's the drive, passion, and all the things you do sort of miss out on.
Yeah.
But the rewards are good.
You'll get that all back. Like this is it. Like I remember last year being like, oh, I really want this, but it's like, but you're gonna get it after.
Yeah.
Like it's not going anywhere. Like people are like, oh, I really want a Mackey's, and I'm like, the Mackey's gonna be there in a few months. Like,
to be honest, I don't really rate Mackey's anymore.
Yeah, I like can't remember the last time I had it. Like, you know what I mean? You know.
I'd rather have a Subway.
Like,
or
Subway, yeah.
But I just think McDonald's is.
It's losing it. Sorry, Mackey's, but you're losing.
It's losing something in it. It's quick, but it's not.
There's better out there now, like Nando's. Banging.
See, I don't really rate Nando's.
Oh no, I love a Nando's.
It's just chicken.
It is just chicken and rice, yeah. Like,
but
it's the spices,
do you
it's
think
the
it's more about the
sauces.
experience going to Nando's?
Yeah, it probably is.
It is a
Everyone
nice
likes
setting
going out, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they like going out for a meal.
Dressing
Or,
up, going to Nando's.
yeah, exactly. But like Nando's is nice. It's like you can just pick your sauces and all a bit snazzy, isn't it? You know, when you're at home picking chicken and rice sauce, it's not as fun as that.
Yeah, they have a lot of different sauces as well.
Love it. Garlic one, banging.
Or garlic and herb, or just garlic?
I think it's just garlic and herb, but it's the hot one, garlic and herb. Yeah, banging. So
you got one
good.
in where you come from, Stanford? You got one
yeah. Corby and Peterborough is the closest.
What's the best one?
Corby.
Corby.
Yeah.
Shout out to Corby.
Yeah, Peterborough, up your
from Corby.
standards. Like, what are you doing?
Another question as well, while we had it. Water intake, does it change?
Yeah, so...
From being off season, in season, does it change dramatically? Because I've noticed what I'm doing now, I've never drunk so much water in my whole life. Since, like, I keep saying this, I'm a strong man, bodybuilding, I've learned so much about nutrition value as well.
Yeah.
And hydration in bodybuilding, which I've learned all from my coach as well. And I'm still learning today. And it's absolutely insane how much
really
water
interesting, isn't it?
you can drink.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, why are you going to the toilet for, isn't you? Yeah, but water helps in certain ways getting your food through your body. It helps with digestion.
Making you feel full as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I think massively, like, obviously it increases when you're on prep because you need to feel full.
Yeah.
You need, you know, to get through your system. And like, but I learned yesterday, a friend of mine in the gym, she's a doctor, she was saying not to drink during your meals, because I had the habit of like having my meal but taking sips at the same time, and she's like, you know, that you can bloat, you can do these things. I was like, oh, didn't know that. So you learn as you go along, and it's best to have, she was saying, a drink before, have your meal, then half an hour later have a drink again. I was like, oh, I'll try that. And she's like, try it for 3 days, see how you feel. I was like, all right, you know. I always have a drink with my, but no, it's interesting, isn't it? It's just to try it. So I'll keep you updated. I'm trying that at the moment. And it's really weird, but like on prep, I'm having so much water. Like I went to Dubai, I was rinsing their water, like lose so much water.
Does it taste different water out there?
You have to buy bottles. You have to buy bottles. You're not allowed to drink out the taps.
Oh, really? What, do they tell you that, or you just...
It's everywhere. Same with Spain as well. I went to Spain with Hayley, and you have to drink bottled water out there. It's just like...
Is it cheap out there to buy bottled water, or is it...
Yeah, I think, because you buy so much of it, you don't have a choice. You kind of just like... You know, like the big 5 litre bottles, that's like one a day. You're like, oh my God.
You go in the friggin', you know what I mean?
It's mad, like the big 5 litre bottles are just devoured. Like, you know, that's a day. Like, the next one, you're like, okay, gotta buy another one, you know? But yeah, definitely on prep, the biggest thing, you've got to stay hydrated, or else you feel so lightheaded, you know, you feel shattered. Right, but yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, just keep drinking. And you'll notice that.
As well, it's when people are on prep, like my mate Dave and Jack, they do struggle to sleep.
Yeah.
I think Dave struggles to sleep more than Jack, I think, as well. And I think that's due to, I'm guessing it's hunger pains, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
So I've heard some horrendous stories. I don't know whether it happens in women's bodybuilding, but a lot in men's as well.
Yeah. I would say, especially, I said to my coach the other day, you wake up random times. You're just like, oh, do you know what? I need a wee. And you're like you literally spend half the time on the toilet.
You just open the fridge and the light hits you like, no.
It is though. And you're just like, oh, do you know what? I could really fancy that. Oh, I really want to do this. But you wake up and you're like wide awake and you're like, what the hell is wrong with me? And then you'll go to sleep and you're like, I need to sleep during the day. You're like, what? I've actually, like I've just told people about this. I've had to take naps at the side of the road. I've been driving somewhere and I felt so tired by the time I had like a 15-minute nap. Never ever in my life done that. Ever done that. But it's dangerous because you're on such little calories. You're shattered, you know, and it's like that's the safest thing to do. Just pull over. If you're late, you're late. It doesn't matter. No. You've got to do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you just got to take time with things, didn't you?
It's but like that scared me. Like I write a diary every day through prep because you see how your body goes, and they say like, "Oh, this was rubbish," or "This was great," you know. And it's like you look at it and go, how many naps have I had this week? Like, oh my God, what is going on?
One less than last week, but I have another nap. You know what I mean?
But it really does. Like it really affects everything.
Does that help you as well? Writing a journal? Is it a journal or diary every day?
Yeah, I didn't do it. So last year I wrote it at the end. So I like spilled all my guts about like how everything went. And then this year I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna write every day, even if it's a sentence. Oh, training legs. You know, if you can hear that.
No, he's doing arms.
Oh, he's doing arms. Oh, damn.
I thought he was right behind me.
I thought it was him.
Jesus Christ.
That's loud.
It's gonna be good footage.
But no, like writing every day, even if it's just like, oh, I got this many hours sleep, or like I had all my meals today. Like at the start, there's one of me literally going, I had a cream egg. I feel like
this is it. Cream egg times 10.
But like this is it. Like it's writing back and looking through, going, that was a really bad day. Like, oh, that was great. I shoulder pressed this. Like, you know, and you go through, and I find it really helpful actually.
We should talk about the strength of your shoulders as well. Because before this, she said to me she can lift this, and I was like,
oh, I think shoulder press and leg press were the first things I ever learned in the gym. Like, shout out to Adam for that. Like, and I just, it was the only thing that I did. I literally went in, I was like, shoulder press again, let's go, you know, every day. Because you didn't know what else to do. You know, you just start.
Yeah.
And you just get on with it. And then I built, like, the strength in it. People are like, you can do that. I was like, it's just something I really enjoy doing. And I've just magically
machine
gone up.
press or dumbbells?
Always dumbbell.
Always
I
dumbbell.
can do machine, like, you know, I'll do it if I'm training with a friend. Yeah, training with a friend. But like dumbbells, it's the first thing I learned. So it's just like pick them up, go. You know, absolutely love them.
Just pick up the 30s and go.
But is it like people like look at me? I want to get to 30 for the end of the year. I wanted that last year, and I just couldn't quite get there. But no, I literally like people look at you like she can't do that, and I'm like, just you wait, just wait. You know, I want someone to push me up, and that's it. But sometimes I just need someone just to lift my elbows up and like, right, leave now. They're like looking at you like already. I'm like, no, fine.
So in 3 months' time, when you're a bit more,
all right.
you know,
when I'm eating again,
a bit more food,
when I'm eating again,
you're gonna post a video and just be like, look, 30 kilos.
Yeah.
See you later.
I've got up to 28.
Banging and banging.
I've got up to 28 at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm dying to get those 30s up. But literally, I said to you, I was like, when you're on prep, you realise your strength goes down rapidly. Yeah. And I was there, and I was doing 22.5s the other day, and I was like, why is this hard? Like, why am I struggling? This is disgusting.
Is it depleted or something? Is that the right word?
And you get mad at yourself for it, and you're like, God, I'm rubbish. And you're like, no, you're not. You're just eating nothing. Like, you're literally on a child's diet. Like, you know, it's ridiculous.
What is your sort of calories looking like now? We have discussed
low.
Low.
Yeah. So
typical breakfast, what would it be?
So I used to have like oats and all this, but now I'm on no carbs. So I've got like egg whites and spinach.
Honestly, I don't know how people do no carbs. It's a guy in here, Justin, who wears no clothes.
Don't know
where
he's
from. He does, right? I think I mentioned him in the last podcast as well. And hopefully he's going to come on here soon. But he is like the nutrition guy. He's like the guru. But he does no carbs, like probably 4 days a week.
Oh, wow.
I may be lying, but I think it's 4 or 5 days a week. But he has a cheat meal every Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And he goes out to these unusual places.
Love that.
And he just eats all day Saturday.
Oh, I'm so here for that.
But by Sunday, he's back in the gym, cardio on, and it's unreal.
Oh, it's cool. Like, I don't know how I'd cope.
No,
like doing that every week. Like,
obviously, I will experience at one point, but
that's like you don't really get no carbs until like near your show, you know. But some people keep their carbs in. Like, there's a girl I know that I'm competing against, and she's still got rice in on peak week. And you're like, wow, that's unusual. But it's how your body reacts.
Yeah, everyone's different. As well.
Your body could be like, oh, do you know what? Well, you're fine. You can have carbs. Then some people's bodies don't. Like, I'm one of those people that like I need carbs, and it's just like it helps me bulk up. And I'm like, for this, I can't do it. You need to just cut it off.
What is your? We're definitely in church or something like that. What is your sort of like goals for next year, like weight wise?
I think it depends.
Is it like wellness? Is it different categories in wellness?
Yeah. So like, there's a few things I want to do. Like, there's a few goals that I've got. But obviously I haven't had an off season like a year off or anything for a little while, so it's like I'd like to have a nice time off. I would potentially like to look into wellness maybe, but you know, that could take quite a while. It's not like you can have a year. It takes like 2 years minimum, like, and just keep going.
It's a long time, but that can go just like that.
This is it. It depends how your legs react as well. Like, if you just balloon, you'd be like, yeah, okay, cool, you're ready, you know. But it depends how you go. Yeah. But I'm a massive boxing fan. I love my boxing. Yeah. Shout out to Andy, my coach.
There's a lot of people in this pod.
Yeah, we're loving it. But
a lot of fans.
He's fantastic. Like, he's absolutely insane. Like,
where do you? Is that at Rhino's?
At Rhino's, yeah. He is brilliant, and he's such a good coach. And it's the variety of learning different things. but obviously you can't do bodybuilding and this at the same time.
Sadly not, no.
And as much as I wanted to this year, I was like, oh yeah, I booked it actually. I did everything, I booked it. And then I was like, I had to choose a decision and go, what's smart, what's best.
Yeah.
So I would really like to do a boxing fight. My friend Becky competed and she was insane. And same with Sam and Frankie, like, did absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's you get the bug for it. You're like, I really want to go up and just do it because you know you can.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to lose so much weight for it. And it's very loud. There we go.
It's gone
They
off
heard
now.
me.
Right, that's going to be the intro. So boxing, what about MMA? Is that?
I did MMA when I was younger.
Yeah, right, okay.
Absolutely loved it. But me personally, with my back issues, I struggle now. Now I've got older. But boxing wise, I absolutely love it. It's just you got to get to certain weights because obviously categories and picking the right ones. You know, I've got a few friends that do white collar. Some just
White
do
collar is
different amateur ones.
Yeah, sort of that's beginners, isn't it?
Yeah, white collar is a nice charity one, but there's a lot of like it's a love-hate with white collar. I think some people love it, and some people are like I disagree with what they do. So like my friend Becky, she came first in November. She did absolutely insane. Whereas some people lost, and you're like, why did you lose? Like, what's this about? How do they judge that?
I reckon he's going to drive straight past the camera. No.
Try and not get knocked over by his BMW. It'll be fine.
He's another strong lad at the gym. He reminds me of it's a strong man out there, quite short. I can't remember what his name is now, but he reminds me of him. Such a for a small guy, he's absolutely strong.
Just call him small.
Sorry, yeah. Hopefully he won't watch this, but anyway, it is what it is.
No, I met Tom Stoltman and I felt so small against him.
I met him at the NEC, is it?
Yeah,
NEC?
So did I. I felt so tiny. I was like, I thought I was big, and then I met you.
They are, any strongman bodybuilder, they are different.
Yeah.
They are elite for a reason.
Yeah.
They're not like us, really, are they?
This is it, you know. But that's the bit where you can respect them and go like, because some people go, oh, but they're just fat. And you're like, no, they're not. No, like they are so strong. Like my friend Imogen, like she just competed for her first ever time in a strongman comp. Yeah. And she was insane. And you know, it's like confidence. Like some people don't have the confidence to do it. And I'm like, but look what you've just done. Like look how much you just pushed a truck. Like come on. Like, I couldn't do that. Like that's insane. Or like deadlifting a car. Like you're like, what? Like you just look at them and you're like, how are you that strong? There's a whole new level of respect. Like, absolutely, it's so different.
So boxing, then. So after you, obviously bodybuilding, would you? That's your next goal after. Say 5 year goal, shall we say? 5
years time.
Yeah.
I'd have liked to do a boxing fight. Potentially either getting ready for wellness or have done maybe a wellness in 5 years. I'm not sure. But I think just take it as it comes. There's a few things I want to do, but it's very much of like, right, how much am I going to enjoy the process?
Yeah.
So you could start prepping for these things and be like, I don't like this is horrible, or I can't cope with it. It's the whole two different things. Like my friend Claire does Deca and High Rocks.
Yeah.
And there was a Deca Strong. So
High Rocks. So
yeah.
I think there's a gym around the corner from here called Total Training Club.
Okay.
Hal Wyatt owns it. So his dad owns Shapers, which is a very old-fashioned gym. I think it's like been around since 80s, 90s probably.
Oh, cool.
But he opened the gym, and I've no disrespect to Hal, but I think that's his like sort of like base is what he's got. He does like high rocks and stuff like that. Oh, he has got obviously gym equipment in there, but that gym attracts so many different people.
It's so interesting.
Like he's mad on social media. Like if you check out his like Total Training Club, WISBECH. It's going places, honestly.
This is like, I don't personally like CrossFit. Like I can't say I like it, but I went to support my friends in a High Rocks comp, and I was like, this is mad. You need strength. You need your cardiovascular strength
as well, don't you?
It's like I was like, I couldn't do the cardio part. Like I do cardio every day, but it's different compared to that.
Yeah.
But the Deca Strong, it's all strong stuff. Like lifting, farmers carry. I can do that. That's wicked. But it's a whole new level.
As well. Is it kettlebells above head?
Yeah, but it's all like, I'd love to try it, but then you need to train for that. It's not like, oh, I'm strong, I can do that. It's like, no, you actually really do need to practice all that.
Isn't it? Like powerlifting, strongman bodybuilding, high rocks. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
But it's so much respect. I think even as bodybuilders, we can go, Damn, fair dues. Like, I wouldn't do it, but that's cool. Like,
and I've seen some women, especially the women who do that sort of stuff, and they are
the jacks.
They are absolutely
they looked mental. So good.
There's one woman out there. She had like 2 years off, had a kid, and then she come back even stronger.
I love that. That's such girl power. When you've had children or you've been through stuff and you've come back and you're like, this is what it's about. You are coming back, you're showing people what you're made of. And I love that. I think a lot of women struggle with body dysmorphia and they come back going, oh, I can't do this, can't do that. I've had children, look at my tummy, I'm like, just do it.
Just turn 100%.
Up, just literally walk in that gym one day, you've turned up, you've done, something that other people may not have done. Don't hit the camera. I was like so
it's probably not the best spot in the gym, but it's
in the middle of the car park.
Yeah, we're in the car park. Do not reverse into my camera.
Oh, that would be funny.
No, he knows. Yeah, that's it. Spin off. Yeah. Yeah, you can't really see the sign anyway, but yeah, IRONWORKS gym we're at, obviously.
Yeah.
This is I think it's not a bad location.
So nice. It's old school bodybuild as well, which is great. I think a lot of people love that. It is such a vibe.
And we've found a new machine in here. I think it's called the lunge machine.
I think it'd be lunge, like single leg lunge. I've been to so many gyms, and I said I was like, I've never ever seen it before. It looks wicked.
How many gyms have you been to officially then? I can't remember the number.
120 something altogether. Like a few abroad, and then there's so many in England. Like
so many.
You don't actually realise until you're doing all your research. You sat there for hours looking through Google, writing them all down. You're like, God, some are rubbish. I've been there, gone, do you know what? 0 out of 10.
Bash gyms on it.
But then some are fantastic.
Yeah.
And you meet Ryan Terry, Mr. Olympia. You meet so many people. I've met Andrew Jack. Like you meet
not met him yet,
so many people.
Do some damage.
He's amazing. He is insane. I met him in Dubai. He is insane.
What gym was you in Dubai? Was it?
That is called Banus. Best gym ever been to.
Is it a bit like Oxygen Gym? Is it, or is that different?
It's massive. Like it's like 5 rooms downstairs, 4 rooms. It's like it never. You could spend all day looking for a machine. Like it takes so long.
Spoiled for choice.
But it is mainly bodybuilders. Like you don't see powerlifters there or strongman, which is like this is hard because I think there's so many athletes out there, and it's not just bodybuilders anymore. Like you said, you went from strongman to bodybuilders. Like there's such a variety.
That's what I mean. Gyms should be, a bit more diverse. Is that the right word? Sort of thing.
Definitely. And same with like women. I think so many women will go to like private gyms and stuff. I'm like, no, get them in these other ones. Make it more accessible. Like, make women want to come in. Because I think, you see people in there and you're like, gosh, she's so strong. And you're like, this is great. And this is what you need, But you get some men, some women that make other people uncomfortable. And you're like, God, what is this about? Like, why are we still doing this? I'm a people person.
Like, I've been to, like, not as many gyms as you, but I've been to a lot of gyms and just, sort of make it what it is, you know what I mean? And they have loads of other gyms got different equipment, what you need for certain days, and then this gym's got certain equipment. So it's good to have, like, it's like planting one flower, then planting loads of different flowers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's
it looks better when you got more variety.
100%.
That makes sense,
I think, like we were talking about Heroes Gym in Kings Lynn. Their variety is mad. You've got powerlifters there, you've got boxers there, you've got high rocks, you've got bodybuilding, you've got all sorts. Strongman.
But from the outside,
does not look at all.
It doesn't look. It's just Hero. You think, oh right, okay.
Like warehouse.
Walk in, it's like,
wow,
DJ.
That is mad, isn't it? It's so cool.
But it's got a lot of people there, a lot of good people there as well. Like Coach Mark trains there, Lisa trains there, his wife, Sean Simpson, who does boxing there, who's got a boxing show coming up soon as well. And I think the owner, he just loves it.
Yeah. It's, I think when they've got a passion and you can see that, it's great. I've been to a few gyms where they don't talk to you, or they're just really blunt, and you're like,
I'll probably
why
force myself on
doing this
like,
job?
Talk to me now.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, why are you doing this job? Like, I tell people like, oh, why I'm here, like my story of why I'm doing this. And, some are like, this is awesome. They look through my book and go, this is great. You get some people who are like, all right, you're like, whatever, like, cool. But, you're like, the gym should be about including people going, yeah, let's do this. Let's go and do this, and it's great. And you think people like Mr. Olympia and like Ryan Terry, stuff like this, you think, oh, they're going to be snobs. They're not. It's the opposite. Absolute opposite. Like Ryan Terry's gym, amazing gym, and he's so kind.
Whereabouts is that again?
Retford.
Right,
Absolutely brilliant. Like it's worth going to because it's immaculate, so it's beautiful.
And everything in that gym is it done to him as well? Is it personalised by him? You
So
said something about
I think he's done like 2 or 3 machines that are personalised by him, and he wants to extend and do more.
Imagine being like
really cool.
that really successful in bodybuilding, that someone's
That's
coming
so
to you and
cool.
be like, right, I want you to design your own machine and we're going to make it for you. That is...
I think that's awesome. I've been to a few gyms like that where it's like, oh, this is custom made. I'm like, oh, is it good or is it just, you know, is it there?
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like, I think like, God, I've been to this gym and this is the only one in the world. Yeah. And you're like, wow, this is cool. I've been to one gym and it was the 2nd largest dumbbell rack in the world. And
We've
like,
got dumbbells.
Do you know what I mean? I've never seen that. I'm like, how many dumbbells is that? That's insane. How did you need?
Honestly.
It's so cool.
What does it range from like 0.5 kilos?
Yeah, literally.
So like
all the way down.
99.
Yeah, I want to go to the top one, which is their like other partnership gym.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd love to just see how long it is.
What's that gym? I don't know what gym it's in, but they've got them gold dumbbells in it. Is it Gold's Gym?
Gold's Gym. Is that
Venice?
Oh, is it going to say? Is it Vegas?
It could be in Vegas. Yeah.
Or like.
The heaviest dumbbells, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel like no, it's in America, but I don't know where.
I don't think any gyms in the UK has got. I think they've got heavy dumbbells in the UK, but
yeah,
not to that certain extent.
I think you go to like shows and stuff, and you lift in that 100-kilo dumbbell or something. But like, I feel like there is heavier out there. Like you said, America. That'd be really cool. I really want to go to them. Yeah. I want to go and see. I want to explore.
Yeah, what is your next gym then?
On my road trip, I don't know. It's because I've got a few in the UK.
All right, yeah.
And then I've got one in December in France. I'm going to one in France in December with Imogen. I think it's a strongman gym.
Oh yeah.
So we go to all sorts. I want to go to one in Italy soon, potentially October. And then after, it's obviously because I've got to balance my shows.
Yeah, obviously.
So so after my shows, I think. Oh yeah, me and Hayley we're going to Scotland. That's my next one.
The Stoltman gym or not? Or is it different?
I actually don't know.
No, is it Dino's in Scotland?
There's a few in Scotland that we want to go to. I think there's one in Glasgow that she was looking at. So stay tuned for that. Like, that'll be good. I think...
Come back with a different accent.
This is it. It's great. You go there, though, and you're like, you see a whole different variety of people.
Yeah.
You're like, wow. Like, I randomly stumbled across a gym the other day, and I was like, this is sick. This is awesome. Like, this is great. And you just randomly find them. You're like, oh, right, ticket on the road trip. Another one. And it's fantastic. And some give you 3 day passes. People don't realise this. Right. They're like, oh, do you know what? It's going to be so expensive to do all these. No, it's not. Majority of mine have been 3 day passes.
That's good, though.
You just try it. And you're like, do you know what? I'll come back here. And then you pay for day pass. But yeah, majority will do it free, which is so much better.
I think Martin would probably do it here as well, to be honest, if you ever trained doing that. So.
This is it. And that's worth it, because then you want to come back and go, do you know what? I really enjoyed that gym. Like, this was cool. Or they do open events, like Ryan Terry's got an open event the day before my show.
Oh.
And that would be great for people just to go and have a look and try things.
I'll have to look it up, you know.
Yeah, he's got it on Saturday. It's like there's a blood work clinic coming, loads of things. Like, it'd be great. Yeah, it'd be absolutely fantastic.
Right. I reckon that's probably time because people are packing up.
It's very quiet.
I hope you enjoyed this. This is...
It's a chat.
This is just a little chat outside of the gym. It's all it is. It's nothing big, right? It could be bigger, all right?
It will be bigger.
Yeah,
it will only grow from here.
Like I said before, this is hopefully one of many. Like other females come on podcasts as well, male as well, obviously. And yeah, so hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's a bit nervous beforehand. Because obviously...
First in the gym, first woman, everything.
And we've never met each other before, so it's all right talking over social media, range and stuff, but to meet in person, it's like we knew each other for like 10 years. It's fine. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be, but I would do this, but fuck it, that's going to be the thumbnail. Right.
Oh, it is. Oh, that was sick. That was so cool.